Hello, friends. This is Samrat from Joyversity Overseas Education Private Limited, and we are back with our next live session today. And today we have with us Mr. Naresh from Manipal Higher Education Dubai campus, and he will be telling us all the wonderful things which Manipal University has to offer you from Dubai campus. But before we talk to him, I would like to see you a small video uh, of the university campus there. So let me share the video with you. That was wonderful. The campus looks like a five-star, right? So, Mr. Naresh, welcome to Joyversity and the live session. Would you like to tell us something about yourself and Manipal University?
Sure, I'll be happy to do that. First of all, I would love to wish each and everyone present over here a happy holidays in advance and a Merry Christmas in advance to you, everyone over here. So, when we talk about, first of all, let me introduce myself. I'm Naresh Punshi, based out of Mumbai, and I take care of the admissions and marketing for Manipal, Dubai, um, taking care of the Western and Central India. And apart from work, I am also a professional, or I would say a paper artist by my side profession. And I also share one passion that even Samrat shares is having traveling around India and exploring places by trekking. So this is something about me. And talking about Manipal University, Dubai. So short form is Mahe, uh, which again, Mahe Dubai is a part of a branch campus actually of Manipal, India. And Mahe Dubai was actually established in the year 2000. And Manipal, India is actually the first private educational institute of India, which was set up in a small town called Manipal in Karnataka. And the first institute was actually known as Kasturba Medical College, which was founded by Dr. G.M.A. Pai. Now, Mahe India is the only three, or I would say the only third private university in India that has been awarded the University of Eminence Award by MHRD. That's by the Ministry of Human Resource Development by the Government of India. And it is also the best private university of India as per QS rankings, QS World Rankings 2020, and has achieved this not only once, but 4 years in a row. And today in Mahi, Dubai, we have approximately 2,000 plus students coming from 40 different nationalities, and we have almost over 4,000 plus alumni today. So that's about Manipal Dubai in short.
Wow, great. So, which are the most sought after courses in Manipal, Dubai?
So we have almost 40 plus programs which is offered across 5 schools and 7 disciplines, including engineering and IT, business, media and communication, design and architecture, life sciences, and arts and humanities. But again, some of the sought after programs that we have are especially the engineering programs and especially the evening programs that we have for engineering students. We have management again, which is weekend and evening programs, and also the global MBA that we have. That is again some of the sought out programs and the most sought out programs, especially because Dubai is a hub for logistics. The postgraduate diploma in supply chain and management is something that really works well with students.
Wow, that's great. So generally, what students want to do is they want to go to Canada, USA, and countries like Australia and all. But why should students consider studying in Dubai? Is there any advantage?
Um, Indeed, indeed. With the current scenario of COVID, every parent is worried about sending the kids abroad. But again, with seeing the current scenario of how things are happening around, just to share with you that Dubai is actually one of the safest options for physical studies happening in campus as of today. Dubai was the first destination to open its door for tourists to actually come in from India. And apart from COVID related reasons, Dubai is actually a melting pot with almost across 125 different nationalities that come to Dubai for work, for leisure, for a lot of other things, adventure activities, and all that stuff. And that's why it's also a global hub of employment and entrepreneurship all across. Dubai can also be called as one of the fastest growing cities in the world. The biggest advantage why students actually go and work over there is because of the low tax system. And students can also experience world renowned hospitality that's around Dubai. And we all know that Dubai actually has a very strong Indian expat community. So I would say 65% of the population of Dubai is actually Indian compared to the other all countries that we have over there. And the best thing, whatever students can experience in Dubai, whatever students can experience in US, UK, Canada, Dubai is not a smaller place when it's compared for adventure, travel, and shopping. I'm sure everyone knows about the Dubai Shopping Festival that happens every year.
I know, I know. In fact, me myself, I am very fascinated about the skydiving thing which is happening in Dubai. I
Indeed,
really
yes.
want to come there once and do that, experience that actually. Now,
Wonderful.
moving on to the next question,
Yes.
what is the admission procedure? How it goes? Like, is it easy or very difficult to get in?
The admission process is very, very simple. The admission criteria for the students is to ensure that they have 50% plus in their last education qualification. Even for any reason, if any student has an education gap for any reason, there will be no questions asked or no essay to be written. If the student has the required scores, they will be able to get an admission to Manipal, Dubai. The simplest process, I would say, is to reach out to you, to Samrat from Joyversity, provide the documents, the required documents, and fill up the application form and submit it to us. And I will be forwarding those documents to the admissions team, and within 24 to 48 hours, the students will be getting the offer letter or the provisional acceptance letter, depending upon how they proceed further. And they will get a timeline to pay the registration fees and the first installment tuition fees, and they can proceed further from there. And that's the simplest admission process that you have.
That's wonderful. So you mean to say that first they have to do the application and the registration is paid after they get a initial offer, right?
That's
So,
what is one of the option available. Usually,
right.
students who are hesitant to actually fill up the application form, and we give them a liberty to actually start their application, and
Wow.
they can pay the application. They can pay the registration fee once they get the offer letter.
That's really wonderful. So yeah, now there are many students who are actually who started working after their bachelor's, and there's a long gap in their education. So is there any age limit for admissions, or how long gap can be accepted for admissions?
As I said, there is no questions asked for gaps in the education. So, in case if a student is dedicated enough to study further, we are very much dedicated enough to ensure that we give the students that kind of a platform. So, in indirect words, I would say practically no age limit is there for any student till the time the student qualifies and has the right requirements for the course that they're planning to do. For example, if a student has done a BCom degree and now is saying that I want to do engineering after a gap of 3 4 years, that's not possible. Definitely they need to be of science background, ensuring that they might have done a diploma or something, and that's where they want to proceed for the engineering course. Yes, we are happy to take them. So that's about the age limit that we were talking about. That's about the no bar when it comes to age limit. So in case if there is any student who has missed a couple of years, or who has done a 10 plus 3 but now wants to get into the engineering field, we would be happy to take them in. So that's how we practically work, and that's how easy the admission process and the other requirements are. So I would be also happy to share with students that when you are getting into the mode of studying with Manipal Dubai, usually a lot of questions actually ask that they get opportunities to work in US, UK, Canada, and that's why most of the students actually opt for going over there to work part time. However, talking about Manipal Dubai, about the part-time culture that we have in Dubai. So students can actually work over there, but again, there's no concept of part-time in Dubai. And that's why from the time the students come in to study with us, we assist and help the students in and out to ensure that they're able to get into some kind of an internship program, ensuring that the internship is not only anything or everything that the student wants to do, but it will be something that will be related to the curriculum and will be related to the degree that they will be getting in. So, Samrat, I was just sharing with the students that students
Right.
do get internship programs with us.
Right, that's great. And yeah, of course, internship actually is one important part of a student's career. And the next important, of course, is getting a job. So how is the placement scenario with Manipal Dubai?
Okay. So every year, Mahe Dubai Career Services actually facilitates a placement and internship right from the beginning of the year, ensuring that they prepare the students for their resumes, for the LinkedIn profiles, and ensuring that the students actually take part in the career fairs that happen. And there are yearly career fairs that are organized within the campus premises. I would just divert a little to this question, but come back to this answer. Is recently there was a rating system that happened from KHDA, that's Knowledge and Human Development Authority of Dubai, which is a rating system that happens in Dubai for all the 43 universities that participated. Only top 6 universities got a 5-star ranking, and to no surprise, Mahe Dubai did get a 5-star rating. But
That's
there's
wonderful.
some wonderful news coming your way, is that Mahe Dubai was the only university out of the all 43 to get a score out of 1000 to score more than 835. So we were the only university to get 836 out of 1000. And
Wow,
this
that's
1000,
amazing.
yeah, and this 1000 is actually a total of a lot of things. It includes faculty, includes points for the campus, for the curriculum, for the placement services, and everything. And out of this, we scored 149 out of 150 for a placement and career services. So I guess I don't need to say anything much about the placement, but
Exactly.
again, this is a good success ratio that we have for our students getting placed within the Dubai campus or for internships placements.
Well, that's great. Actually, Dubai is a career hub, you can say. And
Correct.
if the placement is so good, then of course students should consider Mahi Dubai. So now, apart from placement, again, there's one important point which everybody is worried about is accommodation. So what kind of facilities you have on campus?
So the first major question that that an Indian parent would ask is actually, do we have a separate accommodation for girls and boys? So
Right.
yes, first of all, we do have an on-campus hostel facility, and we have the hostel facility that is dedicated for girls and boys separately. Within the campus premises, we have a single occupancy, we have a double occupancy, and we do have a triple occupancy. Within the campus premises, we do ensure that there is a 24 by 7 security and CCTV surveillance. And again, it's considered, Dubai is actually considered to be one of the safest countries. So, in a latest survey, Dubai was ranked the number two top country when it comes to crime ratios across the globe. And that's why not only the entire campus that I'm talking about, I'm talking about the entire Dubai as whole. But coming back to the campus, it's one of the safe and secure campus that you can talk about. Also, the facilities that we give to the student within the campus premises is giving them a free Wi-Fi, a gym service, and the laundry access. But not only this, we also ensure that when the student lands at the airport, they don't have to worry about hiring a taxi and looking out for the transport to come to Mahe Dubai. We ensure that we provide a free airport pickup and drop to the students when they come in and go out.
Oh, that's
And
great.
along with this we also ensure that the weekends of students are not boring, because Dubai is full of adventure and sightseeing and shopping and all that stuff. So we arrange a weekly shopping and sightseeing bus service for the students, where they can hop into the bus and they have to hop back in the bus when they are coming back. And the most important factor for students when it comes to hostel facilities, what kind of food is provided. So we do have a cafeteria within the campus premises, along with international and Indian cuisines that the students can try around the campus premises.
Wow, that's great. So this is about campus. Are there facilities available around the campus as well, out of campus?
Yes, a lot of students actually prefer staying out of the campus also for various reasons. And yes, we do have hostel facilities or staying facilities that are available to the students around the campus premises. And majorly, students prefer staying around International City and around overseas. There's a place called Overseas where students actually prefer staying around.
Okay, so these are the localities where students would be
Yes.
interested. So how is the
Silicon Overseas and International
transportation?
City.
Yeah. So how is the transportation covered in that case,
Now,
availability and
this,
cost-wise?
yeah, the Silicon Overseas and International City is very close to the campus, and we have a bus stop known as Manipal Dubai, or known as Manipal
Okay.
University. There's a bus stop, so which means that the bus service there's a service which is called the RTA, which is the Road and Transport Administration of Dubai, that runs a lot of bus service. So they have a bus service from Silicon Overseas and from International City that drop them right outside the campus gate. And again, that's not very expensive for students to travel, because they can actually have a monthly or a quarterly pass also for themselves.
Wow, great. Okay, so next question which I would like to ask is the most important in this current scenario, basically. So it's
Mhm.
about COVID precautions. What kind of precautions are being taken, and were there any infected students on campus, and how you exactly tackled this issue?
Okay, so the first thing I would want to answer is there's not a single case of any student being affected with COVID
Wow.
um, as of date. And the reason for this is because Dubai has been strict with its COVID's precautions, not only in the city, but again at the airport itself. Any student coming in from India, in case if found positive, they are not allowed out of the airport. They need to be quarantined, and so on and so forth. But again, talking about the campus for the precautionary measures, as I spoke to you about, KHDA is one of the major factors of ensuring that the campus can reopen. We are having a physical uh, curriculum that we are running right now, and physical activities are happening at the campus in regards to education, in regards to classrooms. But that has been possible only because we followed the guidelines of KHDA before reopening the campus. Before reopening the campus, we were advised to ensure that the entire campus, including the hostel, library, cafeteria, everything has been sanitized, ensuring that every nook and corner of the university is being taken care of. Also, there were a lot of rules and regulations in regards to no five people in the escalator. So every four-person that will get into the escalator have to keep a social distancing and have to maintain the social distancing even inside the escalator. So that has been followed. Even one of the biggest uh, problems that every university actually had to face was that the classroom size of each and every university, of each and every class, had to be reduced to 50%. And because of
Right.
which every university is now following a blended process, because it's not possible to ensure that all the 100 students if in a classroom cannot be accommodated. So we have divided the classroom in a set of two. 50 will attend online and 50 will attend offline, and vice versa will be an on alternate day. That's how we are taking care of the COVID scenario. And just to let you know that every student has been taken care of very, very cautiously, even within the bus services, even within the bus premises, or in case if a student is getting inside the bus and if they are found to be high on temperature, we are ensuring that they will not get into the bus and they are given medical assistance immediately. So that's all the
That's
precautions that we're taking.
amazing, amazing. That's really good. I don't think anyone can catch COVID after taking so many precautions. Okay, that's wonderful. And before I ask the next question, I would like to tell the people or the students who are viewing this session online on our Facebook page and our YouTube page, if you have any questions regarding Mahi, then please type in the comment box as well. We are able to see your comments online. So just type your questions in the comment box and we will answer those questions. And moving on to the next question. What is the average cost of living in Dubai?
So Dubai is a place where people tend to spend, as we spoke about adventure, sightseeing, shopping. So it completely depends upon the student that what kind of lifestyle do they want to prefer. A lot of students would prefer staying in a double sharing and ensuring that they have or their consumption of food and everything is very much basic. But again, depending upon the student, if they are preferring a lavish lifestyle, in case if they are looking out for a single sharing, in case if they want to travel out of the campus every weekend and spend so much, uh, the cost of living will differ from student to student. But in case if you're talking about a student who is going from India from a middle class family, I would say 2,000 to 3,000 AED per year is something that they should be looking out for. I'm so sorry. 20,000 to 30,000 is something that they should be looking out for.
Okay, great. So converted in Indian currency, how much would that be
So one
approximately?
one AED one AED is 20 rupees. So I would quote
Right,
every figure in AED because
right,
depending upon the currency conversion, there would be a good
right.
difference that would come in. So
Yes, exactly.
2,000, 20,000 to 30,000 AED, you can calculate by 20, and that's what the amount that would be.
Right. Okay, great. So yeah, the next question is, though you have already told us about this, but I would still like to
Mhm.
emphasis on this question. What is generally the turnaround time once the application is done? And how
Once we
long does
have
it take for the entire procedure as well?
Um, I would say maximum it would take us a period of 7 days for a student to get an offer letter. Maximum, and I'm saying
Okay,
maximum is because from the time they fill the application and they provide the minimum documents that are required,
right,
it usually takes 3 to 5 days for us to come back to the student with a provisional acceptance letter. And
right.
depending upon the pending documents, depending upon the remaining documents, it might take some more time. But again, the initial offer letter that the student has to get would take only maximum 7 days. Maximum, I'm again saying maximum, but a turnaround time usually has to be somewhere between 48 to 72 hours. That's what we try to work around.
Okay. The next question, which I have again, is one of the most important questions of this session.
Mhm.
Now, there are many students or professionals who actually want to go ahead and immigrate to countries like Canada, Australia. So there
Right.
they have to submit qualificational equivalence that has to be proved, so which is done by WES, like the World Education Services. So is the degree earned from Manipal, Dubai recognized worldwide, especially by organizations like WES?
A simple answer, yes. But let me elaborate. So the degree that the student gets from Mahe Dubai is recognized not only by WES, but is also recognized by Ministry of Human Resource Development, that is Government of India, MHRD. It is also recognized by University Grants Commission, that is UGC. It is also recognized by KHDA, that's the Knowledge and Human Development Authority of Dubai, and is also recognized by WES, that's World Education Services.
Oh, wow, that's great. So now, yeah, so there's one question again here. This is Mr. Ayush Sonone, and he is
Okay.
asking me, though you have already told, what are the courses offered and the fee structure?
Okay. So if I have to answer this, I would be taking at least 15-20 minutes of your time and not even reaching to the exact question that he's asking for. So
Right,
you can let me
right.
know the course that you are looking out for. I will be happy to tell you whether we have or no. But again, we have almost 40 plus programs, which very briefly I will share with you. We have BTech engineering, specialization into chemicals, civil, computer science, mechanical, mechatronics, electrical and electronics. We have BCom, we have a professional BCom, and we also have a BCom professional where we also help the student to get an ACCA certification. We have BA Humanities, BBA, and again, we also have a BBA specific evening course. We have BSc in Information Systems and Management. We have Bachelor of Design, Interior Designing. And just to let you know that we are recognized by COA, that is our Bachelor of Design is certified by COA, and we need students not a qualified to come for this course. We also have that is for Bachelor of Architecture that I was talking about. We have BA in Media and Communication, BSc Animation, BSc Biotechnology, BSc Food and Nutrition. We also have recently started Bachelors of Arts in Film Studies and Television Production, Bachelors of Science and Design Management. We have MBA Global program where the students get an opportunity to actually travel for one semester to an international destination to our campus. We have MBA weekend or evening programs also, which is specialization into entrepreneurship and innovation, finance, marketing, HR, healthcare, operation. And then we have some postgraduate programs into MTech in manufacturing and engineering. We have MTech in computer science and information security, MTech in construction engineering and management, MTech in engineering management, MSc in information sciences, MSc in medical biotechnology, MSc in molecular biology and human genetics. We also have an MSc in nutrition and dietetics, Master of Design in sustainable design. That's what the name of
Wow.
the program is. We have MTech in energy system and management, and we also have MA Media and Communication and MSc Information Sciences. And along with this, we also provide PG programs in PG Diploma, which is one of the top programs that we have to offer. PG Diploma in Logistics and Supply Management. We also have PGDBA. We have postgraduate diploma in event management and PG data science. That's another program that we that our students offer. And apart from all this, we also have foundation programs, certificate program in interior designing. We have certificate program in graphic design and English enhancement program for students.
Wow, that's an exhaustive list, I must say.
And
Okay.
indeed I did read out almost. I tried to cover everything except that I missed out on three PhD programs that we have in
Yes.
management, biotechnology, and engineering. These are all the courses that we have to offer to
In
students.
fact, I must tell you, Naresh, that the PhD in management program is a very, very rare program. This is there are very few like universities around the world who actually offer PhD in management program. So that's a really wonderful list you have and the courses. And yeah, coming back to the questions we have, the most important part again, what is the visa success ratio for Indian students in Dubai?
Um, if I have to answer this question very shortly, I would say it's almost guaranteed. I would say that the guaranteed word is not the right usage over here. But again, till date, we have not seen any Indian students being rejected because the screening usually happens from your end and maybe
Right,
from my end maximum. And that's the
right,
students, and that's why we do not ask the students to actually pay the registration fee well in advance. That's why is to ensure that the students, once they get the offer letter, we have almost seen that their profile is good enough, and the rejection ratio is almost negligible, I would say.
yeah. So basically, even that is my experience as well, because what we do is for the students who apply for admission through University Overseas Education, we provide free consultation for the visa as well. So all the
Wonderful.
application, documentation, and everything is done by us. And so far, we have 100% success rate for Dubai. And
That's amazing.
yeah, so that's another thing which I would like to tell the students. And yeah, so how is the visa
Just to
process? Can
highlight,
you tell us a
sure,
little about
sure. I would again, the visa process is very simple. I'm very sure that if anyone who's planning for a vacation, traveling out, Dubai would be one of the easiest option to travel, not only
it?
for travel but also for the student visa. The student visa is an easy process because we assist the students to ensure that the visa comes in on time and with all the documents that are required. So Also to let you know that the visa process with Manipal Dubai is such that even if a student has any kind of rejection on their passport from any other country that they were trying to apply, they do not have to worry. They would still be eligible to apply for the Dubai visa, and almost they would surely get the Dubai visa. The process is
Right,
very simple. Once they pay the tuition fees with us, we will be forwarding them depending upon when they are going to travel. It's usually the process usually starts 15 to 20 days prior to the travel date. So once they are ready to travel, we will forward the required documents that we need from them in colored scan copies, along with an application form to be filled. We will forward that to our visa team. They will process the visa and provide the visa to the student. As simple as that.
wow,
And
great.
again, I want to just put a emphasis on this point, especially students who travel to UK, US, or Canada, and all those places, and who try a lot to arrange for funds to show in the bank account, to maintain that funds in the bank account. You don't need anything of that kind when you're coming to Dubai.
Right. That's one great advantage Dubai has above all the other countries. Like in case of UK, USA, Canada, everywhere, people actually struggle to show the funds, like getting the bank loan sanction letter and then maintaining those funds for 6 months in their account.
Correct. And just to add a point to that, just to add a small point, that the students do not even have to worry about
But here in
paying
Dubai,
the.
we actually don't.
Sorry, go ahead. I was just sharing a point across where students do not even have to worry about making the entire payment of the fees at one go. Students can actually pay the entire fees in four installments with us.
Wow, that's wonderful.
So this is
Okay,
the best that we can actually offer to the students as of date, understanding the COVID scenario and understanding the financial difficulties that the parents might be going through. We are just ensuring that we do our level best. And finally, maybe in case if you have that question lined up, or maybe we missed out speaking on that, is the scholarships that we offer to the Indian students. Is
right.
If a student comes from University and are coming from India, we try actually our best to ensure that the student gets a 15% scholarship minimum, and that can go to a maximum of 20% from our end for the entire
Wow, that's
duration.
great. Okay, so it will be for the entire duration and the total tuition fee. That is 15% of the tuition fee.
Correct.
Great, great.
Usually what happens with other universities is that students will get a scholarship stating that it will be for the entire duration, but they will have to renew it depending upon the scores, depending upon the performance, and so on and so forth. But that's not the
Right.
case. For region wise from India, if students come in, we can offer them a 15% minimum scholarship, and in case if they come through your end, we will be more than happy to try our level best to ensure that they get up to 20% scholarship from our end.
That's really great. Thank you so much for the very kind offer. And yeah, we are almost done with all the questions. The most important questions are already covered. Uh,
Mhm.
there are viewers, but I don't think they have any questions anymore. And so before we close this session, can we just repeat the salient features of Mahe Dubai?
I'll be happy to provide that to you. But again, when we're talking about salient features, let me inform you that we are talking about the campus, that we have an amazingly huge and wonderful campus for the students to access. We have amazing library facility. We have free Wi-Fi service, gym, laundry access. Dubai being one of the melting pots for students to come in. We have almost more than 125 nationalities in Dubai, and more than 40 nationalities within the campus for students to interact with. And definitely this kind of exposure is definitely required for the students. And most importantly, one of the most salient feature for studying at Manipal Dubai is that Dubai is almost a COVID free country. I would say they have been taking a lot of precautions to ensure that the cases of COVID are the least in Dubai, and that's what they have been trying to do in and out. And that's one of the biggest salient feature as of date. And we are having a physical intake running in the campus as of now. We are not any all the courses that we spoke about right now. We are not running any of the courses online. All our courses are physical courses. So this is all about the salient features that we have of Manipal Dubai to be shared with the students.
Okay. So that was wonderful, Mr. Naresh. Thank you for coming over and giving your valuable time to enlighten our students about Manipal University Dubai campus. I'm sure a lot of students will think positively about traveling to Dubai and studying at your Dubai campus. And of course, one thing is assured that they will have a very bright future once they study from Manipal Dubai. Thank you very much once again, and I'm closing this session now.
Sure. Once again, I would say thank you very much for each and everyone. Thank you, Samrat, for this amazing session that you have organized with the students, and wishing you, your students, and their parents happy holidays well in advance, and a Merry Christmas well in advance. God bless and take care and stay safe.
Yeah. Merry Christmas to all. Thank you so much.